Hey there, so today I am going to show you a basic recipe for writing a romance novel. But before we go any further, I just want to say that this post, it's just a joke. This is not a real recipe for writing romance. This was actually a blog post that I wrote years ago, and I just thought it would be a funny post to post. So now that we know that this isn't serious, we can move forward. So the first ingredients in our recipe is 1 cup of romance. Where's my romance? There we go. There, I got a cup of romance. Boom, throw it into the mixing bowl. The next one is 1/2 cup of heartlessness. There we go. There's my heartlessness. Got 1/2 cup right there. Bam, goes into the mixing bowl. So the next one is 2 cups of smexual tension. Now, this recipe can be adjusted and tailored to whatever your taste and what kind type of romance you are writing. But for me, I like adding the 2 cups of smexual tension. So there's that one. There's a cup. Need one more. And got it. There we go. Into the bowl. Then the next one is a 1/4 cup of black moment. So I will put that in there. That looks like about a 1/4 cup. Bam, into the mixing bowl. The next step is 1 cup of spice. Again, this can be adjusted. If you were writing one with closed bedroom doors or whatever, it's up to you. You can omit this ingredient, but for me, I'm adding the 1 cup of spice. There we go. A little bit of that. Got that. Bam. There we go. And the last ingredient is a teaspoon of happily ever after. Let me see. Well, I got it. And there's my happily ever after. That's about a teaspoon. We'll throw that in there. Okay. So give this a quick little stir. Just set that aside. Now here's the directions for this recipe. So on a blank piece of paper or a new document on your computer, create 2 characters, the hero and the heroine. This, I will stop here and say that you adjust or tailor this to whatever type of romance you are writing. If you're writing a why choose, of course, you're creating more characters. But for this recipe, it's the hero and the heroine. Okay, so breathe life into them until they have brains, hearts, and souls. Once your characters are adequately developed, give them both internal struggles and circumstances that make their lives anything but perfect. Now, that is a very important step. You cannot not have that in this recipe. Moving on to the next step. It says, now introduce the hero and heroine. Again, adjust it to whatever type of romance and your taste. At this time, you should see desire and love grow between them. And here, there's a little side note that says, if you don't notice any smexual tension building between them, you may need to add a bit more spice, romance, or tension. But you tailor it to whatever you need or want in that romance that you are writing. So the next step is, after the characters are hooked to their love interest, yank them apart as cruelly as you can. Place hurdles and heartbreak in their path over and over. Continue torturing them, but add the best smex of their lives to sweeten the pain and the reading enjoyment. Once your characters have been dragged sufficiently through hell, it's now time to add the black moment. Now, there's a little side note here that says some may be wary to add this step, believing that it'll sour the book's taste. But if it's done correctly, it'll add a delicious sweetness to the end while making the reading more edge of your seat. And that I do believe in. When all hope appears lost, now comes the time to pull all the threads together and give your characters their long-awaited and well-deserved happily ever after. So once you've got that, then it says here, once the rough draft is complete, set aside for a week or more, then edit, revise, and hope you've used and mixed the right ingredients to create a novel readers will eat up. So So that's that. Now, before we go, I just want to pop this, what we've done, into the oven, and I'll pop that in. And magic of video, I've already done this, so I want to show you what the end result for me was. It is these books here in the Prophecy series, and I do believe some readers are eating them up. Anyways, that's just a quick and basic recipe for writing a romance novel.